This ugly Roblox hat changed my entire life. No joke, I'd probably be flipping patties right now or like delivering pizzas if this thing didn't exist. Yep, this whole YouTube thing wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't even be watching this video right now. Okay, let me explain. It all started back in 2009. I'm 7 years old and I'm dumb as rocks. My older brother, unequipped, runs up to me one day and says something along the lines of,
"Dude, I found this video game that's exactly like Legos, and you can blow stuff up, and there's pirates and swords and zombies, and it's so cool."
So, I signed up, obviously. This game was awesome. 2 years go by and now it's 2011. In those 2 years, I discovered YouTube and somehow made a semi-successful Roblox game, but that's a story for another day. I'm 9 years old now and I'm absolutely loving Roblox. I played as much as my parents would let me, which was oftentimes 1 hour a day. One of the main things on Roblox I really started to enjoy was building. Growing up, my brother and I built wooden forts outside and played with Legos, so building on Roblox was like a dream come true. It was an infinite bricky universe where I was only limited by my imagination. 9-year-old me wasn't great at building by any means, but I really enjoyed it. And yep, that was my avatar back then. And yeah, I have the same color scheme 13 years later. What about it? Lucky for me, Roblox events back then were actually building contests. Cool, right? They give you a prompt, you build, people vote, and then you win free hats. As soon as I saw these existed, I was obsessed. I entered nearly every contest I could, sometimes winning, sometimes losing, but ultimately having the time of my life. And then on 11/11/11, wow, that's actually a pretty cool date, Roblox announced their newest contest, and there was something very weird about this one. First off, let's address the prizes. What the heck is this? Just for reference, these are some of the other event items at the time, and none of them looked like this. What happened? There it was though, the hat that would change my life forever. Little 9-year-old me had not a single clue what was in store for him. But wait, what even are these hats? Who the heck is Maldark, and why are we building his icy lair for this contest? Well, this was actually one of Roblox's first sponsored events, sponsored by a new Cartoon Network show called Level Up. It was a live-action show themed around video game characters entering real life. I do remember watching a couple episodes as a kid, but I mostly just preferred the cartoons at the time. I did, however, watch the entire show for the sake of this video. If you're curious, it was okay. It has its charm, but I don't think I'd recommend it over any of their cartoons. As you could probably assume, the Roblox hats were characters from the show, and they're mostly accurate, actually, aside from Maldark himself. Maldark? I don't know. Maldark is an evil sorcerer who is the main villain of the show, but he rarely appears and his design always looks a little different. And he has a butt head. Haha. Hey, wait a sec. Temprist could have looked like this if they made the Roblox item a little more accurate, but thank goodness they didn't, right? If you ever thought my avatar was based off Neo Cortex or Megamind, now you know, it's actually Maldark. Now that we know who Maldark is though, back to the actual contest. I found the event, looked at the prizes, and honestly, I didn't care about these prizes at all. They were all freaky looking, especially on Roblox avatars. But they were still free hats, so I started building anyways. I'd like to imagine it was something like this, but I was 9, so it probably looked more like this. The cool thing about Roblox is that I can actually go back and check every single save that I made from the very beginning. I found the dates from 2011, and this is what I had after an hour of building. Yeah, I'll be honest, it sucks. This was not going to win me any prizes. And I think I knew that because a couple hours later, I remade the entire thing. Ah, much better. We got some random machines over here. Well, that didn't work. That machine was supposed to morph me into this, but I think all the scripts are old and stupid and broken. Then there's this big troll in a cage. You may actually recognize this troll from Caden, as he entered this exact same contest.
You were just so cute to look at you.
Thank you.
This was his contest entry, so no, he sadly didn't win the grand prize. Back then, the thumbnail is what mattered most for voting. You couldn't upload custom thumbnails, which is why there's this floating image here. And in the background, there he is.
Maldark in his evil icy lair.
Well, my place is done, and I just had to wait for voting to end now. Would my evil lair be enough to win the grand prize? Well, I don't really think it's a big secret that I won the grand prize. But from what I remember, I barely even won this contest. And I wasn't really that stoked about it either because I did not like the prizes at the time. I think there were a little over 1,000 winners, but no one really bothered wearing the hats, including me. I obviously didn't really know this at the time, but winning that mask had changed the trajectory of my life in a very weird way, which you'll see soon. This was still 2011 though. What happened after the contest? Well, Roblox did a second level up contest right after the last one, but it's not really worth talking about. The event ended, and I never really heard about Level Up ever again after that, as it was cancelled in early 2013. This contest was also one of the last building contests Roblox ever held, which is pretty sad because I really enjoyed them. And from this point on, Roblox transitioned into more traditional sponsored events where you played a game for prizes. I still played these, and the seasonal egg hunts were always really fun, but events were never the same from then on. As I got older, I continued to fall in love with Roblox. I met some pretty cool friends, played tons of games, and I continued to build, just for fun. And at some point in 2012, I switched my avatar to this character with a red cap. I also always wore this bunny avatar in the spring. I know that seems random, but it'll make sense later on, trust me, okay? From 2013 to 2014, Roblox continued to be an absolute blast, and I really started exploring the platform, trading items, posting on the forums, fighting in war groups. I did just about everything I could in the game. By this point, the level up prizes were rotting in my inventory, as they got continuously buried by newer items. I never even thought about them. I continued to build stuff, and even tried learning how to script in 2014. I could have started making some crazy games. But in 2015, things started to feel different. For the first time in 6 years, my interest in Roblox started to fade, and I felt kinda lost. Most of my old Roblox friends moved on and quit, and my real-life friends thought the game was for babies. I also just sort of lost my purpose with Roblox. I'd done nearly everything there was to do. I still love the platform, but I started playing much less. And I even put this dramatic goodbye message on my profile. Perhaps it was finally time for a break, though. In 2016, Roblox removed tickets. It was clear that the platform was changing, and so was I. I had started high school and really got into other video games. I had also discovered the magic of video editing for the first time, and spent hours and hours learning how to edit and make videos. I had an interest in YouTube growing up, so it was always a dream of mine to make Roblox videos, especially at this point in my life, as I felt like it could reignite my lost passion for the game and give me a reason to play again. But I didn't start making Roblox videos. I instead started making a bunch of excuses, and I let the time pass instead of pursuing my dream. In 2017, Roblox changed their logo, removed guests, and also removed the forums. I was still playing every now and then, oftentimes out of sheer boredom or loneliness, but I still felt quite lost with the game. However, around this time, Unequipped showed me a YouTuber who had made pretty funny Roblox videos. I loved these videos, and this YouTuber became one of the main reasons I stayed interested in Roblox. This YouTuber's name was Albert. And surprisingly, I was still building stuff too. I still had love for what got me into the game in the first place, oftentimes building without much of a real purpose. It was a snowy night, and my mom had just told me that we had a snow day tomorrow, so I could stay up late gaming. Yippee! 2 a.m. rolled around, and I was pretty tired. I was about to go to bed, but I was just mindlessly procrastinating on the Roblox website, clicking through a bunch of random pages. I eventually landed on Albert's profile and noticed two things. 1, he was currently in a game, and 2, he was dressed as a minion. I quickly clicked on his group, and I saw a group shout that said, Minion Raid. Okay, for some background, Minion Raids were pretty much when Albert rallied a group of his fans, had them dressed as minions, and stormed a bunch of different games with them to cause minion chaos. Well, Albert was hosting another Minion Raid right then and there at 2 a.m., right as I was about to go to bed. My avatar at the time was this bunny from 2012, but for the sake of the flashback, I'm sticking with this guy because this is a little too unsettling, okay? I showed up to the raid a bit late, and my first appearance in the video is here. As you can see, I was quite out of place amongst all the minions, so I, at the very least, equipped a minion outfit, as you can see in the next game. But I quickly realized that this avatar wasn't really working. The rabbit head was creepy and it didn't match. I needed a better hat to wear that would match the minion body. So there I was, mindlessly scrolling through my inventory, just somehow hoping to find a better fit. And there it was.
Look what we created. Look at, wait, look, you'll know when you see him. Look, in front of you. Look at him. He grew up way older than the rest.
Weird to think that without that snowstorm, none of that would have happened. That was my very first interaction with Albert, and I was pretty excited to be noticed by my favorite YouTuber. Then what though? Did I just magically become a YouTuber myself? Well, not quite. We'll get to that, but this was a turning point for me. After being noticed with his funny hat on, I came up with a stupid idea to turn him into a recurring character in Albert's channel. This stupid yellow mask quickly became my entire identity as I chased Albert through different games.
Oh no! What is that?
This was pretty fun, but looking back, it was a little annoying. Albert luckily found it funny, and I was always respectful, but I don't recommend doing this to any YouTuber without their permission. With this new identity, I was finally playing Roblox again. I was genuinely enjoying games and still building new things. After years of excuses, I finally got the courage to make Roblox videos. One was an event tutorial, and the other was a trolling video. These videos were pretty bad and very copyright claimed, which is why they're gone now. After those videos, I stopped uploading, of course. Guys, I think it's in my DNA to just never consistently upload, but the story could have just ended there, to be honest. With a small dead channel, I didn't have a lot going for me. Seasons passed, and in late 2018, Albert stumbled upon my Roblox profile, and for whatever reason, he clicked on my YouTube account. He watched one of my videos and then sent me a friend request. I saw the friend request, and I pooped myself a little bit and accepted it. Right away, he sent me a chat message. The very first thing he told me was to post more videos. My favorite YouTuber was telling little old me to upload more. That meant everything to me. So I got back into YouTube. For real this time. Then I uploaded Pizza Bandit, which was a montage of me screwing around at work at a pizza place.
Good noob.
And Albert really loved that video and was super supportive. So I kept uploading more and more and eventually settled on a cleaner avatar. Albert continued to support me, and we grew a lot of mutual appreciation for each other's videos, and slowly became great friends. They say to never meet your heroes, but I met mine, and he believed in me more than I believed in myself. Today, 5 years later, Albert is one of my best friends, and I have everything to thank him for, as he got me back into Roblox and video making. And from Albert, his friends, and his community, I met some of the most incredible people ever. I fell back in love with a game that really helped shape my life, a game that allowed me to create, meet new friends, and make thousands of memories. And at the center of it all is this dumb Roblox hat. I've learned to really appreciate it after all. I know it's ugly, and I'll never be able to change it, but that's okay. It is an old rare hat, but to sort of commemorate this video, I worked with Danny to create an inspired, remastered version that you could buy right now. Kinda looks like if Temprist had a younger brother. Whoever designed these hats, you're the best. I encourage you to push past those silly excuses, and to pursue whatever personal project, ambition, or dream you've been pushing off. Life is full of surprises and coincidences. You never truly know where it might take you if you just try. Even you watching this video right now is kind of a complete coincidence. You could be doing literally anything else right now. There are millions of other videos out there, but you clicked on this one and you're watching to the end for some reason. And did you know that probably over 70% of people have clicked off by now? Yeah, my outros are getting too long, so I gotta get going. But before I go, thanks for 1 million subscribers. What the poop? I got a lot of really cool plans, so hopefully more uploads soon. Anyways, thanks for sticking around, and bye for now.